but it still says Grit and Clanker.
Well, that's Duffy.
That's Duffy? Well, all right, there's Leviathan Duffy. Oh, yeah, okay. And
like,
people don't use their tag in the controls
well,
anymore.
He also looks like Duffy.
I don't know what Duffy looks like.
That's skill issue.
I am not getting that perp lineup, dog.
Anyway, yeah, so we're starting out here. PlayStation 2 looks like nobody does anything different in this game, even in the time I've been gone. We got Yoshi and Joker here. What do you think about this matchup, Matt?
This matchup is like most Yoshi matchups. Like, this isn't that bad. Slight loss, not by much. Yoshi has incredibly high damage output, which helps knock off Arsene or just get Joker to kill percent.
Yep.
Does struggle to force the kill, which is the reason the matchup's not winning for Yoshi, as Joker is so good when you have to start forcing the kill.
Yep.
The evasion and hitbox placement is just too good.
Exactly, and I mean, as you mentioned, that Arsene meter does fill when Joker's taking damage as well. So if you are racking up a lot of damage but not able to get that kill, that's not really great for you, especially as a character like Yoshi who doesn't really like dealing with instruments.
And like you can say like, oh, well, Yoshi never cares about guns, but a smart Joker would just go with the footstool instead, which instantly kills Yoshi off stage.
Yeah. Cannot double jump armor through that one
Yeah.
in this game, unfortunately. Or maybe fortunately, who's to say?
Not fortunate for Yoshi specifically.
Yeah, very unfortunate for him,
Yeah.
but what else is unfortunate is that double jump back air here catching
The no jump.
kind of
yeah.
a forced, there was really only one path for Duffy back to the ledge right there. It was going to be the egg stall over to the double jump. Leviathan here, expertly calling that out, covering with that back air, and going to lose Arsene here, but still definitely on the front foot going into the second stock.
I think that what Duffy's very proficient at, that was really good DI to make it so they didn't get like the full Joker Arsene comboed,
Yeah.
which would just ruin the stock.
Absolutely.
However, not a lot of pressure on Joker right now. Yoshi's kill power is not high enough to 70-70 be a threat. Okay, now it's starting
Yeah,
to be.
now it kind of is. Definitely, you could see some like
But
up tilt,
like-
up air, up smash out of shield potentially.
Like, that's what I meant by Yoshi has to force it. That up tilt was very like, okay, this is your kill confirm right now.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I wonder why he's doing that.
Yeah.
You know.
Or like trying to force a landing 2-hit bear into smash attack.
Yeah.
Both of which, Leviathan's just not going to give up.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely good as whiff punishes in both cases. But you can't just, throw out those tilts in neutral. Yoshi does have a pretty good RTC, run turnaround count, so that he can use to space that. But again, not the most reliable thing in the world against a character that's as mobile and slippery as Joker, right?
And Duffy's very good at getting these grabs, but it's a similar problem to Fox. That was a little bit of a miscue on the recovery, but wasn't punished.
Yeah, your grabs aren't really cool Tetra in there.
Yeah,
That was
actually a negative.
Yeah.
Yoshi can always act out of the egg throw before your reflect is gone.
That's funny.
I like that going for like the Nair trade, which at this percent would just kill Joker.
100%, yeah. But yeah, no, to your point, right, about the, and there's that up tilt again. Back throw, not quite going to do it. Yoshi is pretty thick, but a couple more of those, and he will be sent far enough away that he can very easily just get edge guarded.
And a problem Yoshi has kind of just in general.
Oh, and his double
that
jump
beat the
armor.
double jump? Yeah.
Yeah, that beat it up tilt. Oh, and now they're too high percent to actually get hit by the up air, but finds the back air on the down gun regardless, so not bad.
Yoshi is just Rage is worse for Yoshi overall in the match because Yoshi struggles at the early kills. Yoshi fights Rage.
Yep.
Meanwhile, some characters can just kill Yoshi. For example, the previous stock, Yoshi just kind of died around 100 on that interaction.
I mean, yeah, you say that, but I mean, currently we have Yoshi pushing 230%,
and that's
just now dying to down throw.
It is crazy that Joker's kill throw kills before Yoshi's.
Yeah, that's very funny. But again, I mean, that's the thing, right? And something Leviathan's been doing a very good job of is taking advantage of the fact that Yoshi doesn't have great kill options when the opponent is smart about their shield usage, right? Those throws aren't going to lead into kills. You do have the down B, but really that's just a mash read of when they come out of the egg. That's not consistent.
And what is consistent is your ability to get out of egg. Most people probably know this by now. It's the same amount of inputs every time.
Yeah, exactly. So you can mix up as the defender, like when you come out. And you know exactly when you're going to come out, if you know that. But the Yoshi player doesn't. They can't see your inputs.
And we're just seeing like what we expect from a top player. Duffy's got a lot of these scramble jabs, but if you're always teching, and most importantly, mixing up where you're teching, you're not getting much off the tech chase.
Yeah, exactly.
Yoshi. So we're just seeing not a mistech. I don't expect to see a mistech. Yep, that's trying to force it there with the bear. Over the out shoot was a miscue, so...
Yeah, a little bit. Up tilt here into the up air, but Joker gets
just
a fast
barely
baller.
not killing.
Yeah, just barely not enough, but...
Also, everything's a high ceiling in this game.
That is true.
That actually, like, kind of negatively affects Yoshi a lot. I think his best kill options are all vertical.
All of his best. Yeah, he's like
Yo,
Fox.
guys, who won game one? I'm sorry. Let's tapped out.
This is game one.
This is game one. Damn,
Yeah.
I'm old.
It's a Yoshi game. They don't go that fast.
Yeah, it's Yoshi Joker, man.
Oh, but there's
hit the
Going
down
for a
air.
read instead of just the taking the nair, which is fair, but that could have been the very high damage Duffy needed.
Yeah, for sure. Down about 70% here. I mean, definitely not. That up tilt had hit. That could have been potentially
That
big
beat
damage.
That beat out our Sen Dare. That's a big hitbox.
Yes.
The
that's
knife
kinda
dare
crazy.
actually is not that big of a hitbox. But
No, and the tip of Yoshi's tail is disjointed on like all the moves that use it. So
Duffy's forcing
That is
scraps.
no tech, and the
entire-
up air actually takes it.
That entire
Amazing
last
comeback
stock
from Duffy.
was Duffy just beating Leviathan in every scrap. That like down B just off the ground to throw out the out of shield timing.
Yeah.
Or what were you inspecting? The camera or?
What? Oh, nothing.
All right. But yeah, so that was a huge steal.
Yeah, phenomenal work there from Duffy, and definitely something I feel like he has been getting better at in the last several months is just that clutch factor. You know,
And
you
with-
beat down, but it doesn't matter.
What Yoshi players, I think, more than the character seem to be inherently good at, are like the long game. They let it wear down that you're not like beating me, like you're not blitzing Yoshi. And then if those explosive either combos are in that place, those explosive scraps. A character switch.
Switch over to the zero suit.
More
That's
mobility, harder to scrap with the both out of shield and frame one jab. So I understand. However, notably lighter. Great. And still has like flip kick. I don't know how tight some Yoshi combos are to flip kick. Because Yoshi also has the airspeed to chase flip kick. Not easily, but
Yeah, I
certainly
mean,
doable, realistically.
It depends. I think that, I mean, obviously she's going to be able to flip jump out of a lot of the kind of extended advantage situations, but especially on fastballers, and ZSS is one, a lot of the vertical, like up tilt and up air combos are pretty lenient from the Yoshi side of things, so don't think that it's going to be a huge, like, defensive aspect here in this matchup, but I do think just trying to hit ZSS in the first place might be kind of a problem.
I do think a notable advantage for Duffy in this matchup is ZSS actually is not edge guarding. Ledge trapping, yes, but ZSS is not risking it all to go out there against double jump armor. She does not break that till late.
Yeah, no, for sure.
They tried to chase down. You can tell the up air was coming. They just didn't time it right around the auto trigger.
Yeah, definitely for sure. And, you know, yeah.
Oh,
and,
they did land. I didn't know.
Yeah, and Leviathan was trying right there to do what the Joker did last game with the double jump and the back air. Problem with that with ZSS is that her back air is much smaller and it doesn't kill as early as her Sin back air, so not as rewarding as consistently, but still an option that needs to be considered.
I'm shocked she lived. That
That
was
is
Rage
astounding.
Yoshi.
Yeah, 145% rage, 90+%, and she was just like, yeah, I'm good.
Obviously, phenomenal DI. Less
Yeah,
phenomenal
fantastic.
DI to compare it to.
No, that was pretty good. He was at 170.
Because I understand you can live longer, probably. Granted, it's a fast throw.
And it's a fast throw. Yoshi's pretty floaty, so I get it. But that up throw, regardless of why it killed, definitely going to put Leviathan here in a positive situation for them.
It gets the air dodge. That's a really...
Just the air dodge. Doesn't make a ton out of it. Never mind. Literally kills him. So that's
and
fantastic.
doesn't even die on the trade.
Yeah, that's not great.
Whoa!
Okay, up air, yeah, up air is a very quick aerial and does hit all around Yoshi, so you gotta keep that in mind as a combo
Do you
breaker.
think Yoshi hurtbox shifted out of the fair, or did it just slightly miss?
That could have also been hurtbox shift because it also moves his hurtbox up. So
A very brave up smash out of shield. It works. Duffy back into scrap mode this stock.
yeah, for sure. And I mean that is what got him the win last game. Does have a little bit taller of a hill to climb on this one though. Kind of got that second stock just blitzed away from him. Up air into the back air to end him off stage. Goes high.
Now you see these falling up air bears are going to be very...
This is not good. We have no double jump as Yoshi.
I think that's just dead. I
And
don't
that's
think
it, yeah.
Yeah. Don't even need edge guard.
Pack it up.
All right, much stronger game 2. And my co-commentator has hopped off. So obviously we're expecting Leviathan to stay on this character. Obviously it won. But Duffy needs to look out for those landing up airs. Obviously you don't want to like force your way down, but Duffy gave up way too many of those landing up airs, I was saying. And
Yeah,
that definitely got him blown up.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Same problem most characters have in this game as ZSS. Once ZSS gets the lead, it's a lot better of a
it's,
character.
It's tough. I mean, ZSS is in the lead. She's got better mobility than you, basically no matter who you are. Her hitboxes aren't as bad as a lot of people say, and definitely has a good option in that flip jump to get out of disadvantage.
And the trap you can say is, oh, but Yoshi's airspeed's so good you can jump. You can't just jump in. That doesn't
Yeah,
work.
that's the problem, right? Is that
It needs to be grounded speed.
it needs to be grounded speed because, especially as Yoshi, right? A lot of the time, aerial mix-ups in this game will come from that double jump, but that's not something Yoshi can afford to just throw around in neutral.
Yeah.
So all he has is airspeed, or
Speaking
like his
of-
raw airspeed. Speaking of which, does make it back.
Went for everything instead of going for a reset because Duffy
Yeah.
was out of the double jump.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what can happen, right? You have to like just accept those heart attack situations at very early percents if you're going to use the double jump as Yoshi in neutral, which you kind of have to in this matchup sometimes because otherwise your only real options are going to be your airspeed and dashing, you know? Which
Fighting off
Definitely
ledge, but
limited.
really hasn't gone back to
up there,
neutral.
second kill,
Nope.
not quite.
Just
all right.
barely, though. That was pretty
That
phenomenal
was
DI.
amazing DI, yeah. Definitely killed me.
I don't know how that up smash didn't hit. Whatever.
Yeah, don't know how that up smash hit. I don't know how that F tilt did hit. Fully behind him right there on it. Up tilt.
Gets the yeah. There's no
Good
flip jump out of
combos.
that.
Yeah, that's just true. A little bit less percent on Duffy, and he could have potentially gotten a third one, but I think the rage messed him up there.
I think yeah, that was near max.
Yeah.
But yeah,
The
so
air dodge is-
another rough start for Duffy.
Yeah, definitely rough, but it's not that bad, especially not as bad as last game. I mean, 83%, this is not far off kill percent for Yoshi. And 17, not a ton of extra credit on the
Great
Leviathan
drift
side
after
of
that
things.
air dodge though did not get hit by Nair.
Yeah, absolutely. And we see the Nair parry going off right there, but no punish. That move is -2. It's -2 on block, normally -5 on parry, so not a whole lot you can do against that, especially with a cross up like that. Can't even jab it, so
Yoshi can't even Nair it. That's 6.
yeah, yeah, it's not great. Now we just see ZSS kind of pivoting, as Azazel was saying earlier, kind of pivoting into that more defensive playstyle, using those big hitboxes with the Nair, the Z aerial as well, just kind of keeping Yoshi's relatively stubby ass out of her personal space.
And that looked like a attempt to parry bait from Duffy there, but the
Very
movement,
possible.
the timing mix up there got sharp. A pretty easy lineup.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we did see the shield come up, so
And we're seeing Sharp obviously knows, or Leviathan obviously knows about another thing. When you mash out of egg, you get a tiny amount of invincibility on that jump out,
Yep.
which is why we're seeing Sharp time it for the
Oh,
multi
what,
hits.
what happened? What?
Ledge stalling. To be fair, like at this point, it's like okay, whatever.
Yeah, like
That
it's
was
not a big deal.
180.
You're at 180. You know, Yoshi was gonna kill you pretty soon anyway. But I mean, yeah. Regardless, you're still up by an entire stock. Great pivot grab on the roll. Definitely a risky option to throw out, especially at this low percent as ZSS.
Because yeah, run up tilt would be to again a
That
free
would have led to
double
like
jump up there.
50%.
Yeah.
But ends up working out and puts a solid 40 or 50 onto Yoshi, and he's still going.
No jump.
No jump, but makes it back.
Wow, that's a good air dodge.
Yeah, every floaty in this game has an absurd air dodge. Yoshi definitely no
Except
exception.
for the one they were afraid of, Puff.
Yeah. Oh, and
Who,
I
like-
didn't even give him a chance. Damn.
Puff can't do anything after air dodging for it feels like a whole minute.
Well, no, I mean just in terms of distance.
Oh, yeah. Fair.
Yeah, floaties actually have more in lag on the air dodge because it's based on how far you fall, not on
Yeah.
like time. So yeah, Puff does have very bad in lag, but it does go very far. So that's neat.
All right,
But-
so pretty much in the driver's seat these past two games for
Yeah, for
Leviathan.
sure. Definitely want to see some adjustments from Duffy.
But-
If you're a Duffy, Alex, what are you thinking about in this situation? And,
Why am I?
Where do you want to go?
Why can't I land counter hits? What's the difference between the Joker and the ZSS games? And unfortunately, it's better positioning and movement, so you can't just like I can say, oh, Duffy will have to be like, well, I need to be throwing out better challenges and better challenges and better timing. Not that easy to do.
Yeah, it's not that simple, and it's also not just that, right? I mean, ZSS doesn't have the same kind of disjoints that Joker does. If anything, trying to find random counter hits should be much easier in this matchup.
But she's waiting to approach. ZSS isn't going to approach until she's already like whipped from side B or nair enough like that that you feel like you
Okay,
need to
down
overcome
B,
thing.
we see both players here actually using really interesting options to cover enemy aggression at very low percents for their very risky.
Yeah, that's not the first time Duffy's done it too. Ooh, miscued which direction shield was. Do you think that's harder for Yoshi to keep track of? What direction they're facing in shield?
I feel like if you're good, I feel like you know what your character's doing just by what buttons you're pressing, you know?
I mean, yeah, but sometimes in those scrambles,
Yeah,
what
that's
sides
true,
is shield
because
on?
like non-tumble hitstone can turn you around sometimes. That's a
Yeah.
good point.
And Yoshi just egg.
Yeah.
Maybe they know by the spots
Caught the
that
double
hit.
jump, but that's still okay.
That
Air
egg
dodge
save.
is really good. That one's not okay, though.
Probably still holding down for Dare.
Yeah, that was definitely DI straight down from right there. Not what you want to see here. A lot of Duffy's jumps are getting called out here with these powerful ZSS aerials. We got to stay a little bit more grounded.
Yeah, and we saw right there, Duffy should have noted, like, okay, I won the interaction, but Leviathan was trying to up smash my jump in.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of these jumps that Duffy's given up aren't giving Leviathan a lot. That was a free grab up to whatever you wanted, but
We didn't
hesitated
believe
just
that they
a
had it
little bit.
right.
Yeah, did not believe in himself, but that's all right. That's all right. Definitely a little bit of a hill for a climber here, but
Oh,
nice
I
grab.
love that.
Reads the shield after the fact. Not bad.
Knew last time they jabbed.
Yep.
That's good game.
That is good stuff. Reading the mix-up on the
Wow,
mix-up
there is
there.
really no lag on that thing.
Yeah. I'm surprised that killed. That was very close. Good DI from Duffy, but not quite enough. Down here. I like that flip jump out of Leviathan here. Didn't know which side Yoshi was going to land on. Didn't know whether he could get a punish safely. It was just like, you know, I'm really far ahead. Just going to disengage from the situation. Not risk getting messed up.
And also give my shield some time to recharge.
Yep.
Recharge is pretty fast.
For sure.
That definitely was a miscue. That side B. Oh, I lied.
No, some of them do it intentionally. I don't know what's up here.
I
That was the
I
third
didn't
one.
know it was
That
up-
one was a
yeah,
mistake, right,
yeah.
bros? Like,
Wow, that was a risky down B.
yeah, it was risky down B, risky up smash as well, but would have caught the double jump had Leviathan continued to pressure. So, kind of got to throw those haymakers, though. You are 2 full stocks behind.
And
About
catching
to-
out his shield with up tilt.
Okay, I don't know about that up B, man.
It didn't connect!
And that's Rage acting against Yoshi
I don't think Rage affects multi-hits, or it shouldn't if they're coded to be
if they're
multi-hits.
coded properly.
That's
but
true.
A
Maybe
lot
that's,
of them in this game aren't.
That also might be why Yoshi can jet drag downs easier than most other multi-hits, if it's a different kind of hit detection.
Yeah. And throws the egg again, and that's another one of those issues. A lot of players, especially newer players, I feel like, don't take advantage of the fact that Yoshi's recovery is actually a lot more exploitable than it looks. Yes, he's got that